Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And you know I have to give a weather report first thing here. Right now it is 34, 35, something like right around 35 degrees. Feels colder than that. It's supposed to be up in the middle 40s in the next couple of days. That's all. And I've been a little under the weather for the past couple of days. Haven't done much on the Bronco. Still need to fully weld in all the corners up here in the cab. But today I'm moving back to the rear sill. While I was a little under the weather, I did a little research and trying to look up some things. And first of all, a lot of people comment, would the rear sill out of a pickup work? No, they won't work. They're not the same. And a couple other people have said they have looked up Bronco rear sill and they get a lot of hits, you know, like in Google. I agree, you do, but follow those through. And I think the first one, I believe, is Bronco Graveyard that came up. And if you follow that through, it ends up taking you to the truck one, and it says right in there, does not fit Ford Bronco. I even contacted Bronco Graveyard. No, they don't have one, and they have no idea where you can get one. I also contacted some Ford places. There's not one around to be had. They haven't made it for many years. In fact, you can't get any of this stuff back here. You can't get the rear sill, you can't get these side pieces, can't get these, which I kind of need these, but you can't get them anymore. So that leaves us to MacGyver this thing together back here. And I believe what I'm going to do back here is I'm going to cut this whole thing out. I've been looking up different metal and stuff. I could go a couple of different routes. Some people say they've used angle iron back here. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I think I want to use either C-channel, like what this pretty much is, or a square tube back here, which might be the best way to go. I'm not sure. I think C-channel or tubing would be fine. And I mean, this is not real heavy duty stuff. And also, a lot of people are saying make sure you have your correct measurements and stuff, which I know a couple other people with Broncos. I'm sure I can get these measurements like side to side, that type of thing. You don't want to get it put together and have your tailgate not work. But as far as getting measurements off of the back of this, it's not held together back here at all. So I think I don't think I'm hurting much by just cutting this out. And it is spot welded in with about a gazillion spot welds along here. Like there's one there, just all along here. And I saw another one that somebody did. They just went ahead and cut it up a little farther forward here. And I think that's what I'm going to do, because you can see right here where this channel is well underneath the floor. And if you got one even just a little bit wider, which I believe there's room under there, you could push it farther that way. You could go even a little bit farther back under here. So there's going to be enough floor to weld it back onto a new piece of metal out here. And I think that's what I'm going to do. First thing I need to do, or the first thing I'm going to do, is I'm going to try to get these body mount bolts out. And they're either going to come out or they're going to break off, one of the two. And this one over here, actually, where the bolt is right there, actually had this orange sleeve over it. So the threads are pretty clean on that. The one over here didn't have that, but hopefully we can get them out without too much trouble. Well, check this out. I put a wrench on that nut underneath here. Look at that. Not too much holding that in there. Whether it'll thread out of there or not, I don't know, but we're going to give it a shot. We'll see what happens here. Come on, get on there. Well, I got this one out. I don't know, it unthreaded so far and then it just would not come any farther and ended up rounded the head off a little bit. Ouch, that's a little hot. Rounded the head off a little bit on that. So then I just lifted this up through the hole there and I cut it off with a little cut-off wheel. So we'll be using new bolts. Hopefully this one comes out easier or just as easy. It really wasn't too hard to get that one out. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one and go from there. Well, that one came right out. Alright, so got those bushings out. This one came out a little difficult. It wouldn't pull apart. Ended up actually pulling this whole part through the hole, which of course have another issue we need to address is these holes. I don't know if that's been dealt with before or what, but that's pretty nasty. And this side over here, I got this darn harness in the way. This side over here, yeah, that one's pretty much shot as well. That's not entirely uncommon. I've seen that before, along with up on the radiator support, those holes get rotted out. So we're going to have to do a little bit of something with that, which I think is going to be easier once we get that off. So I need to try to determine where the spot welds are, and I think they're all right along in here. I can see little divots. I don't know if you can on camera or not, but all along right in here where the seam sealer stuff is. So I think if I go just this side of it and cut a straight line there, I don't want to really get it past the edge of that if I can help it. Don't think I'll need to, but I'm going to go ahead and cut that, and then I'm going to have to cut this end off out here somewhere, and this should pull out of there. Got the rear sill out. But before I show you that, I thought I'd mention real quick, if you have anything that you would like to send into the Fox shop, such as a license plate for the license plate wall, or just anything else you want to send in, the address down in the description. Also a link down there for t-shirts and hoodies, stickers, that kind of stuff. And this is the latest design I have. It's the flag Fox shop hoodie. It's got the flag on the back. It's got the logo on the front. Channel stickers. Links for all that down in the description. So like I said, got that rear piece of stuff out of here. The rear sill is removed and have a little more work to do back here. This needs to come off. Just a few rivets over here that hold it on, I believe, which over on this side, that was just totally gone to begin with. And where the body mounts go, probably gonna have to get a little steel plate or something and fix this, because that's not going to work too good. May also clean all this up back here, paint it, get it fixed up. Not real crazy about welding plate back here right next to the gas tank, but we'll figure something out. And I think somebody's at my door. Yep, there she is, the Jessie dog. What'd you do with Buddy? Buddy. Jesse, what'd you do with Buddy? I saw him, he's up at the house. Okay, so where was I? Let's see, plates, removing this over here, painting this up maybe. The floor, this is all real solid in here, except over here on the outsides. This is gonna have to be patched up a little bit. Along with this side over here, this whole section right in here needs to be fixed up. And I think what I'm going to do, I think C-channel is probably going to work best. Gonna have to weld in some plates down here. You can see how good these were. Weld in some plates down here for the body mounts, for it to sit on the body mounts. And I think that'd be better to do with a C-channel about the same dimensions as this, rather than tubing. Although I suppose with tubing, if you got the right size, then you wouldn't have to weld any plates. You could just drill a hole down through the middle of it. I'm gonna think about that for a little bit here and see. But this one, well, now you want out. Okay, let's go. Came in here for a snack and then she wants out. But this 6 foot I don't think is gonna quite be long enough, and I'd rather get too long than too short. I'm not exactly sure what dimensions you can get. You can probably get anything you want, but probably get like a 7 foot chunk and then cut it down to what I need after I fit it up. Hard part's gonna be tying all this stuff in together, which is just gonna take a little bit of creativity. But we'll get it done one way or another. At least we're making progress here. That piece of stuff is out. Thought I'd mention as well, I have a lot of people asking me about the 2020 Bronco, what I think about it, this and that. I don't really know. I don't know what to think about it because I don't know what it is yet. I don't think anybody does. Well, somebody does at Ford, I'm sure, but I think they're keeping it pretty secret right now. I know there's a lot of videos out on it, and I think that most of those, well, I think all of those videos are pretty much speculation and people just talking about what they think it might be, what engine they think it might have, this and that. I don't think anybody has the real hard facts on it yet. So it's all just opinion, and I don't have any information on it. Nobody's told me anything. There's all kinds of renderings and drawings and stuff that go back almost 20 years, I think, for what the new Bronco is going to look like. And like I said, I don't think anybody really knows what the new Bronco is going to be. Is it going to be a 4-door, 2-door, top going to come off? I have my opinions, and that's all they really are just opinions and speculation. We'll find out what it is when it gets released. And I thought I'd let you know there may be a Scattered Saturdays video coming out Saturday. Not going to tell you what that is. It won't be on the Bronco, but just something miscellaneous. And with that being said, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.